Hi, so in this video, I wanted to go through kind of some of the evolutions and the changes that were made to the Love Bracelet over the years. So they came in three different iterations. The first one was the original, where the screws came completely out of the bracelet and you'd have separate screws. The second was the closed system, the system where they had the cup and the screws wouldn't come out, but it was like a cup underneath there, which is pretty known, which was probably the most recognizable one now. And then this iteration, which is the newest one, where it's completely closed from the bottom. So let's have a look at the screw system itself. So this is the new style where the cups are completely closed. Let's have a closer look, and you can see now, if you can see here, there's like a divot inside the closest part here, there's a divot. That divot is to allow this little lip on the end here as a bit of security. So how this works, and very much quite similar to its predecessor, is you have the bar that goes on like this with the screw head, and then the second part which kind of slots over it, so this part will go over into here, and then the lip that's on the end, oh sorry, it's on the bottom, isn't it? So the lip that's on the bottom will slot into this lip here, and that's the security aspect. So with the older version had you'll see on the underside a cup with two. That's what the older version looked like. Now, so what happened was they had a tool where they would kind of pinch this part here, and you could use that to hold that in place and screw on the underside of the screw. So you'd have the cup which would be screwed onto the screw, and that would stop the screw from falling out. However, what was happening is this cup would work its way loose and the screw would work its way loose, and you only had a very short amount of thread before the bracelet would come apart. So as wearers would stack the bracelets, they would vibrate and kind of work their way loose. So this was why the older style, where the screw went completely into it, was actually considered a little bit better, because it wouldn't be working its way loose. It wouldn't allow, the thread wouldn't allow, and even if it did come loose, you had so much more room for the thread to work its way loose before it came apart, because on the older style, the screw went completely through the whole system. They've mimicked that now with the new style, where the screw is going through the whole system and going into this closed cup here, but without the screw actually coming out, which was the difficult part, because you'd lose the screws the older system. But this system is much better now, and I haven't had any complaints of them working their way loose, or no complaints now of there being any issues with kind of the closing mechanisms. But it's just a kind of way to like see what the current iterations are, why they've changed it, how they've changed it. And I hope this video has been quite helpful in understanding the screw mechanisms.